YouTube, this is Christopher with Two Galoon Outdoors, and today I'll be teaching y'all how to make us climbers / tree stands quieter. It is just now starting to become gun season. Gun season opens the 11th. Today is the 6th of November. So final preparations are getting made for me personally. I wanted to go ahead and try to teach y'all how to make us tree stands quieter. Because that's one of the things us hunters have to deal with a lot, is make sure that we stay quiet and stay still. That way we don't spook any deer. So this is just my personal way of how I went about deafening the sounds that come off my climber. That's what I use. I don't use a tree stand, I use a climber. So hopefully I do enjoy this video, and we will have more videos coming out here soon. Right now we're kind of piling on all these videos. We have like 6 videos being made at once, so it's kind of hard to get them edited and all that and put out by yourself, because right now I'm really the only one that's making anything, because my brother, who's Michael, he is in the middle of wrestling season, so shout out to my brother. Good job at wrestling. And then Caleb doesn't have a recording device just quite yet. We will be uploading a hunting video on the 11th. The only issue is I don't have an actual video camera, so I'm going to be using my GoPro. I plan on by next season to have a better video camera. Not that GoPros aren't good, they do excellent job and have done everything we needed them to. But when you're hunting, the GoPros aren't the best, so hopefully I do understand the issue there. Being a college student, you don't have as much money as you wish you could. But hopefully I do stick around and enjoy this video, and hopefully y'all incorporate some of the tactics that we did, or I did on my tree climber, and hopefully y'all incorporate them on y'all's to help y'all be quiet. So hopefully y'all do enjoy the video, and if y'all do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Alright, ladies and gents, so I got too excited while filming the process of the tree stand, and I wasn't able to actually show y'all how I went about filling the actual inside of that to help deafen it. I do want to make a disclaimer first and foremost. This is no way, shape, or form going to completely silence your tree stand or climber. The main purpose of this is to help silence it and keep the noise down more. Yeah, more. So what I went ahead and did is, with all the expanding foam things, you get a plastic nozzle, and you go ahead and what I did was I put it into these holes on the bottom. These were they were already here. I did not put these in, and I filled all this up with expanding foam. Now, the reason I use expanding foam is the reasoning for this. So this is just a clear water bottle, and this is our expanding foam. Got it $1 something at Walmart. So as y'all can see, we have a large gap that's completely empty. With expanding foam, this is what it will do. And what it does is, all the gaps, it consistently expands, and as y'all can see, it's still expanding right now, even after I let it out. I do want to go ahead and warn y'all to be careful with expanding foam. It is very, very sticky, and it's very, very annoying to try to get off. And the benefit of using expanding foam is you don't have to cut it up. You just put it in and you start expanding. As y'all can see, it's starting to fill up all these small crescents and holes. And obviously, if I want to, well, I'm kind of late now, I can go ahead and close this, and now what we essentially have is a pocket of foam. Alright, so in the previous clip, y'all seen why we used expanding foam. In this clip, the only thing we're doing is we are simply filling up the holes. I didn't actually get the process of me putting the expanding foam in like I was wanting to. In the background, right underneath my right leg, you can see the can. That's all we're really doing in this clip. So I just wanted to go ahead and tell y'all what we were doing in case y'all was wondering. All right, ladies and gents. So once you put the foam inside of your holes on the bottom of your climber, or hang on like so, the odds of there being left over is very high, just because it's expanding foam. So once you put it in, it's going to start expanding immediately. But you want to try to put it as much in as you can in these slots. And then after, what I've been doing is, as y'all seen earlier, is I've been just cleaning up the metal, or I shouldn't say the metal itself, but the extra foam that's on. I had a real bad spell where all this just started peeling up. But I'm not worried about it right now, because once you get this process finished, we will be painting it. So when it's time for us to go paint, I will show y'all what products I'm using, and yeah. But the next step is to tape off and or take off things that you don't want to be painted. So I will see y'all when it's time to go paint. Alright, so as y'all can tell, we have disassembled the lower portion of our tree climber. I'm not going to fill this whole outside up with foam, mainly because I have a different plan in mind that y'all will see here in a little bit. So right now we are going to go ahead and start taping off things that we don't want painted. And then obviously if it's taped off, then it won't get paint on it. And yeah, so I will see y'all once it's taped up and we're down there ready to paint. Alright, ladies and gents, so the products I'll be using is Plastidip, and if you're wondering why I'm using Plastidip, you'll see here in a minute. So Plastidip, the Walmart brand of camouflage spray paint. I've never had a complaint out of this spray paint. It's always sprayed nice and even with me. It always does bond really well, and they have very good selection of colors. So I went ahead and got a light green, tan, and then a dark brown. So the next thing we got to do is go out and get us some actual like foliage to help us paint it. As y'all can see, we're at the apartment complex right now, but there we got a pile of bushes right here, and then some pine needles over there and stuff like that. So I will be back in a second once we get all of the natural vegetation that we need. Alright, so as y'all can see, we went ahead and grabbed us some different kinds of foliage, thick stuff, thin stuff. These are all going to help when it's time to start layering our colors to help keep them camouflaged. So we got some tall grass, a full-on tree, just different colored, just different patterns that we'll use. So that's always the goal of it, is to be able to help further camouflage your well, in your case, a tree stand. So I'm gonna move y'all to a different mountain location, and then we'll just slowly go over each step. You'll be able to see what product I'm using. I'll show the camera, but I won't be talking. So yeah. Alright, so if you're wondering why I'm putting Plasti Dip on right now, the reason I'm putting Plasti Dip on is because since it's a rubber will help hold off sound. I shouldn't say hold off. It'll help deafen sound. So along with the foam as a deafener, now we also have rubber, which will help. And you can, after you put the rubber coating on, you can layer other coats on top. So, at least I think that's my intention. So we're gonna give this about 5 minutes to dry completely, or just about completely all the way through, and then we'll start actually putting some camouflage on it. The reason I'm doing the other one on the inside so much and all around is because if you're in the stand and your boot rubs against it, I don't want a squeak or a loud ting or something, to any possible thing to happen. I'm trying to avoid. So that's my thinking behind that too. So if you're just thinking I'm painting it black, I'm not. I'm just putting these down. That way we have a rubber base coat to build upon. So I'll see y'all here in a little bit once this coat's dried out. Alright, so it's been probably about 5 minutes now. Both coats are completely dried, meaning both individual pieces are completely dried out now. So now we're going to begin the process of camouflaging. I'm not telling you how to camouflage. Everybody camouflages in their own way, but you'll be able to see how I like to camouflage. I wanted to do the snake pattern. I love the snake pattern, but I don't have any netting that I can use. So I'm just gonna have to deal with that for now and just start camouflaging. So hopefully y'all, if y'all think that my camouflage process works, be free to use it. I don't really care. There's no set rules on camouflage. Just don't have any solid black. It's not natural. Yeah, so let's begin. I didn't say this last time, but make sure you shake your cans thoroughly. That's what I was spraying over here. I was making sure my cans are shaking. And there's no specific order. I think I've already said this, of what colors you're supposed to use first or not. So just have fun. That's all I gotta say. Alright, ladies and gents, so we just got finished right as it starts to sprinkle. The good thing about that the camouflage Walmart brand spray paint is the fact that it dries super fast. So if you can look, this is our finished product. I'm gonna go take it up to the apartment and leave it outside for it to dry. I'm happy how it came out, but I also still have to do the last few things to the bottom, and then we can start doing the top. Today's date is the 3rd. Opening day of gun season is the 11th. So I'm probably gonna take this out to the field, leave it there for about 2 or 3 nights, so the scent of spray paint, as long as it's already off here, it will also help disperse and it will get a more natural smell at the farm. And then probably the day before hunting season is I'll hang it in the tree, get it ready, leave my marking tapes to the path to my tree, to the climber, and we'll have a hunting video. The only issue is, guys, I don't have an actual nice camera to film my hunt with, so we're gonna have to use the GoPro. I hope that doesn't bother y'all. If it does, I'm sorry. I'm working on trying to get a nicer video camera just for hunting and fishing and stuff, so hopefully y'all understand if the video quality is not great, but I will definitely try to take y'all on the hunt with us. So I will see y'all once we get up to the apartment room. Alright, ladies and gents, so we're gonna go ahead and make this into a 2-part series, mainly just because of the fact that it's already at almost 20 minutes. I don't want to make well, at least put out this video where it's going to be a 40-minute long video. So we're just going to make it into 2 parts. First part, obviously, which is what y'all just got done watching, was the painting part. The next part is going to be the final steps before we take it out to the field and put it through its paces. So hopefully y'all did enjoy this video. Make sure to stick around, leave a like, comment any ideas that you have, or if you've used any of these tactics before. And make sure to subscribe to get the notification when we upload the part 2. So hopefully I did enjoy this video, and we will see you on part 2.